Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So I am a die-hard Nintendo fan. Nintendo was the very first console that I ever played, the N64, and I grew up with Zelda and Pokemon and Mario and Tetris, and I had a Game Boy Color and I played all the Pokemon games on that. And while we were never able to keep up with each generation of consoles that came out, I had those two things throughout my entire childhood, and I didn't have the greatest childhood growing up, so getting to escape into my video games was a big blessing for me. And I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. You know, you have your thing that you can just run away to and get lost in it. And I'm a huge video game fanatic anyway. So I've always felt that video games can really help you on a physical level too. It helps define your fine motor skills. It helps with problem solving. It helps with critical thinking. Just all kinds of positives come out of video games. And when I hit my high school years, I got my very first PlayStation 2, and I delved into Jak and Daxter, Sly Cooper, Kingdom Hearts, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, you know, all those fun games that are known for the PS2. I got to play those, and I didn't really get another new console until I became an adult. And we got our first Wii U back in 2016, I think, but it was very short-lived. With the Wii U and the 3DS, we had to trade those in order to get the Switch 1 in 2017. And I have loved my Switch. And it did kind of suck because all the games that I had bought for the Switch, for the Wii U, I had to, like I said, trade them in. But regardless, they became obsolete, you know. The Switch one was not backwards compatible, so I couldn't play any of those games on it anyways. I had to start over from scratch and buy all my games and build up my collection over the years. And what I really, really love about the Switch 2 coming out is it is backwards compatible. It is the most pro-consumer thing that Nintendo has done. Is they created a console that can finally kind of compete with their competitors hardware wise, and it still is backwards compatible, so any game you bought on your eShop or you've gotten physically can be played on your Switch too, so you don't have to start over from scratch. You know, it's nice to be able to keep my game collection going. And I look forward to the new generation of Switch games that are going to come out with these new amazing specs. Like Donkey Kong Bonanza looks amazing. The story in the game is just so touching, but the graphics are beautiful, you know. And I have been playing Mario Kart World like it's nobody's business since it came out. I love all of the outfits you get to unlock in the game. And yeah, the carts are cute and all, but I really, really like the outfits. And I love how all of the tracks connect with each other in the world and how you're driving from one track to the next. It's just really immersive, and the little animations that they've added into this game are so over the top. It's just phenomenal. It's the best Mario Kart game I've ever played. And Mario Kart 8 is awesome too. I love it, but this one just takes it to another level. Rainbow Road is spectacular. Oh my gosh. And even down to the crumbling rainbow crystal bits coming off the road just blows my mind. This game is phenomenal. Oh my goodness. And yeah, I have a PS4 Pro, And I absolutely love my PlayStation. Like, I've played everything from like Horizon, all the Horizon games, to like Red Dead Redemption 2, God of War. I kind of bounce back and forth between my consoles. Like, I've got like Little Nightmares 1 on my PlayStation, but I've got Little Nightmares 2 on my Switch, you know? So I just kind of, you know, I kind of hit the sales, you know, no matter what console they're on. Like, I just kind of buy. I have a shopping addiction when it comes to buying games. I'm a huge indie game fan too. Like, I support indie developers, and some of those indie games are better than AAA games at a fraction of the cost, and they go on sale all the time. So you could get a game that might be like 20, 30 bucks for like as little as $10. You know, I just bought Figment 2 for $2 just a couple of weeks ago, you know, and that was a fun little short game. Fully narrated. I love that. I love games that do that. And no, I've not had the want to upgrade my PlayStation to a PS5. I'm perfectly content with my PS4 Pro. The games look stunning on it. It runs beautifully. Why would I upgrade? You know, I don't need to, and I don't want to. Upgrading from the Switch 1 to the Switch 2, I felt, well, because I'm such a huge Nintendo fan, like, I just had to do it, you know, like, but I can see a difference in that console. And I mean, I prefer my Nintendo anyway. Like, that's my go-to console, you know, I play more of those games on a daily basis. So of course I want to get the newest console, you know, and now that I have grown-up money, I can do whatever the heck I want with it, you know. I'm really proud of my Switch too. I'm so obsessed with it. And I've never liked Xbox. None of the games that come onto Xbox have ever like really appealed to me. That whole console's never really appealed to me. And I don't play games on my PC, you know, like, my poor computer is so old. I bought it, you know, years ago, like 5 or 6 years ago, and it was a refurb when I bought it. So it's like a 2013 refurb, and the graphics card is so outdated. It's constantly telling me that my graphics card is old. It's giving me those little updates. It can barely handle my video editor, and I'm afraid if I even attempted to play a game on it, it would just implode on itself. So it would just spontaneously combust. So that's a no. I would love to have a gaming console one day. I would love to get to explore Steam, you know, and some of the games that come on the PC exclusively. Like, there's a few games that I would love to get to play that aren't even on consoles, like Towers of Agaspa and Overthrown, you know, just to name a few. But I can only hope and pray they come to consoles at some point in time so I can get to enjoy those. But anyway, yeah, so I have been super into Mario Kart, and when I saw the outfit for Toadette, the little ice cream outfit, I lost my absolute marbles. Like, she is so stinking cute. All the little sprinkles, the color palette, her little white glasses, she's precious. And then she's got these like little fabric covers on the ends of her pigtails. Oh, she's so stinky cute. And so I wanted to draw her. And like, Toadette's not my favorite character. Like, I really love Daisy, and Daisy's got some spectacular outfits too. Her pro racer outfit is like my favorite. And then I also like Birdo, but I don't like Birdo's outfits in the game. I think they could have been better, but Birdo's really cute. But yeah, so I wanted to draw Toadette, and I have her like sitting there holding one of the ice creams that you get in the game, and I wanted to surround her with some of the items that you get while you're racing, you know. So I got the little pink bomb, and there's like the blue shell with the wings. There's like a coin, and there's a little blooper hiding in there, just barely sticking out. I have been trying to practice with different colors of line art, which I'm not really all that great at. Like, I mean, I'm not really all that great at lining anyways. I have really shaky hands, and I can never get a nice straight curve or a nice straight anything. Everything's always really wiggly. But I've been trying to play around with different colored line art, and if it's pink, I wanted like a darker shade of pink for the lining, or if it's yellow, I wanted like an orange, you know, just things like that. And I think it really takes the picture to another level. And I've been watching lots of other artists do this technique, and so I've been trying to do it too. And then I watched an artist do this thing where she'd make a line and a dot and a line and a dot. And I wanted to try that as well. And I think it really helps. Like, it breaks the picture up. It's visually interesting. And I think I need to practice with that more. And then when I colored it, I used a coarse brush because I wanted to give it like a crayon look with some texture. So I used that brush, and I mean, I really think it drove that home, you know, with that whole aesthetic I was trying to aim for. I didn't do a background. I did like some grass tufts, you know. I just feel like she can be on a plain white background. Y'all know I struggle with backgrounds. I struggle with a background on the last one, and I couldn't think of anything that I could do without taking away from the subject in the center. So I just left it alone. I'm not sure. And I know, like, the only way to get better is to keep practicing, you know, and just keep doing it. So I definitely did cop out on the background. But, I mean, in a sense, like, having a plain white background's not that big a deal. Like, it's fine. I don't know. So anyway, yeah. Did you get a Switch 2? Do you love it? Are you a huge Nintendo fanatic like I am? Are you crazy obsessed with Nintendo? I know a lot of people are upset about the whole $80 games, $90 games, blah, blah, blah. But the way I look at it is, think of it from this perspective. In 2025, everyone's always talking about how they want to get paid more. They want to get paid what they deserve. If you work really, really hard, you should get paid what you earn, what you earn, you know. And those game developers are so talented. They can do things that none of us can do. None of us can do the things they do, you know? They work really, really hard to create these beautiful, wonderful, immersive games for us to enjoy for entertainment. And I believe that they deserve to get paid what they're worth. So if Nintendo wants to bump up the game of their consoles and their prices, you know, maybe not the console, I thought it was very well priced, but you know, if they want to bump up the game prices, that money's going to go right back into the pockets of the people that they've hired to develop the games, you know? And you know Nintendo employees get paid very, very well. And yeah, they work hard, and they should be rewarded for the hard work that they put in. Nintendo always makes fun games. All the games they make are like, gosh, they're amazing, you know? And I've always had that mindset. That's why I support indie developers. They're smaller, and they deserve to get paid for the hard work that they do. And my thing is if you don't like it, well, go make your own game. Go ahead, go make your own game. Go learn how to code, go learn how to draw, and go learn how to animate, and go make your own game. And then see what you want to sell it for. When you put in all that hard work, all the hours and hours, all the years into developing a game, go see what you want to charge it for. You know? You want to get paid for what you do, right? We all do. As an artist, fellow artists would understand. You wouldn't want someone coming up to you and saying, "Hey, I want you to give me free artwork." Or, hey, I think your artwork's overpriced, but I only want to spend $5 on it. You know? These choosing beggars, they can never be satisfied. They always want something handed to them. They always want something for free. You know? We deserve to get paid for the work that we do. Game developers do too. You know? And that's my mindset on it. So that's why I'm not upset with the price hike. Gaming is a luxury anyway. It's not a necessity. If you happen to make enough money that you can afford to play video games, that's a luxury. You know, if you have to save your money a little longer to get something, then you should be happy that you earned the money and had the opportunity to do that, you know. But yeah, that's my TED Talk. Really nothing but love here. Like, I love hyping up games. I love hyping up video games, you know. I am excited that the Switch 2 is able to compete with the PS4, you know, on their specs. No, they can't compete with the PS5, and I know PS6s are already in the works. So yeah, they're still technically behind, but I'm proud of them. I think it's awesome. They delivered something that can perform very well, and it's a handheld. Like, I think it's fantastic. So yeah. Anyway, all right, well, I'm gonna let you guys go. Y'all have a great rest of your day. I hope you enjoyed the video and the drawing process. I hope you like the new Mario Kart game as much as I do, and I can't wait to see what other fun games are in the works for us in the future. Can't wait to see what they got for the new Zelda game. I know the Hyrule Warriors one is coming out, but I want to see like a new main line. So yeah, y'all have a great one. I love you. Bye.